All right. Hello, everybody. It is Monday Live and Learn. So we are here today. Today's conversation is going to be really about the differences and the benefits of homeowners insurance versus a home warranty. We actually get this question sometimes, or sometimes things get kind of confused because both are talked about throughout the home buying process. And so we just want to go ahead and answer any questions or, kind of give some information out there about that. So I will start. We'll talk about homeowners insurance first.
I'll do warranty.
Yeah, you talk about home warranty. So homeowners insurance, right? So it is really insurance that will cover from natural disasters and calamities. So calamity would be, I guess like a tree falling on your house or a fire or a flood, something like that, if you have flood insurance. And so that is something that you are required to have when you buy a home. You are required to have homeowners insurance coverage if you have a mortgage. Your mortgage company is going to require that you show that you always have homeowners insurance coverage on that home. So that is something that you can't really get around. You can shop around. There's a lot of different options out there, but you have to have that coverage. And it really does cover not just the real property, that home that you bought, but also the personal property you have inside the home. And it gives you coverage, liability coverage. So if somebody fell down your steps or something and wanted to sue you for that. So it's really important to have, but again, it's only required if you have a home loan, a mortgage. So if you go and buy your home for cash, it's highly recommended you still go ahead and get.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing to get it anyway.
You should still get it.
If a tree falls on your house.
Right, but it's definitely not, but it's not required. So that's really kind of an overview of homeowners insurance. Why don't you want to talk about a home warranty?
Yeah, no, home warranty is it's different. So with homeowners insurance, like Alice said, it's required, where a home warranty is really optional for the buyer or the owner of the home, I should say. So what that covers though is your appliances. It's if you buy a house and there's aging appliances, you may want to get a home warranty.
Good idea.
Because then what they'll do a lot of times, what they'll do is they'll try and fix it a few times and then they'll replace it. Most of them have terms, something to that effect, at least 2 visits for repair and then 1 visit for replace. No, 3rd visit. Sorry.
So it's basically like a service contract.
Yeah, it's a service contract, and it's not mandatory. And it covers the smaller things in your home, things that are still expensive, but not necessarily, the entirety of the home like a home insurance does.
Yeah, mostly appliances, electrical and plumbing systems. It does cover those, and so that's kind of nice.
Typically, you would pay. One of the differences between the two also is that with your warranty, you pay like one for the whole year, much less expensive. And then with your homeowners insurance, it's paid monthly, right?
It's as part of your mortgage.
Part of your mortgage, yeah.
Right. Unless like we said, if you bought the home with cash and you get it, you can just do a 1 lump sum payment for your homeowner's insurance as well.
Right.
But yeah, home warranty is really like a service contract where you pay an annual fee. And each year they ask you if you want to renew. Whereas your homeowner's insurance is just going to automatically renew at the end of each year, unless you call them and say, hey, we're making a change to another company or another type of policy.
Right. And the warranties they'll cover like your electrical,
plumbing, and appliances.
And read the fine print on those things because it doesn't cover every single aspect of electrical and plumbing. And there's different levels of home warranties that you can buy. That will cover more and less, obviously, depending on the price.
Yeah, there are a lot of different companies out there to compare. We have some information on some that we can provide. There's a lot more out there in the World Wide Web as well. And there are also usually levels of policies. So one may be a standard versus a premium, and you might have a lower deductible, say, for a service call in a premium home warranty, where you maybe pay a little bit more on the annual fee. So those are some of the differences. And real quick too, on homeowners insurance, just to kind of go back to that for a minute, while it is required that you do have a policy on your home when you have a mortgage, a loan on that home, make sure if for any reason you wind up moving out before the home is sold, you need to call your homeowner's insurance company and let them know the home is now vacant. Because often there are different rules for homeowner's insurance. For a vacant home, and sometimes different prices if the home is vacant versus if it's occupied. And a lot of people don't think about that because, they just moved to get into their house ahead of time and then they were going to sell. But sometimes they may find a loophole if you haven't called to let them know that the home is going to be vacant during part of that policy, during part of that contract, that if something does happen and no one's there to see, like say a plumbing break or something, and so that water just runs and runs maybe for a day or two before somebody finds it, they may have a little bit of a loophole to get out of it if you haven't notified them the home was vacant, because they could make an argument that that wouldn't have happened if somebody lived there, because it would have been found. I guess the extent of the damage might not have happened if somebody still lived there and that you didn't notify them. So that's an important thing.
One last thing about the home warranty also that I wanted to say, sorry to jump back and forth, was that a lot of times when we list properties or houses for people to go on the market, we will recommend that they get a home warranty, because you can actually put a home warranty on a house that's going to be sold.
Yep.
Just to cover the things while it's on the market. While it's on the market, the home warranty and it applies to the home and then transfers to the buyer.
Mm-hmm. Still for a whole year. So
Yeah,
say the home's on the market for 2 months, it can be cover the seller and the home, for the seller during the 2-month listing,
right.
and then transfer to the buyer for a whole year.
The whole year, yeah.
Yeah.
So just want to throw that in there too. So,
yeah. So. Yep. There's a lot of cool things, aspects about both. A lot of details you want to pay attention to both. So definitely let us know if you have any other questions about them that we didn't cover today. And if anybody is interested in finding out a little bit more about your home, if you're thinking about selling, or if you're in the market to buy and want to kind of know what's going on in the market right now, please let us know. Yep. Give us a call, contact us. Our website is right there on the screen right now.
We're always happy to help.
We're happy to help. Yep. Hope everybody is doing well. Have a great rest of your Monday.